Hello and welcome to another video. So I'm changing the team up a bit. I'm keeping Shadow Poliwrath here in this video, and then I am instead going to be using Pelipper and a Scavalier with it. So Pelipper will be leading this team with Escav and Poliwrath as in the back. Either or can be general safe swaps. Yeah, so let's get right into it. On the left you see the Mons with their IVs here. So yeah, on to the first battle here. Pelipper versus Ferrothorn. So neutral lead, but because I got two pretty good... Poliwrath is a good response on its own right, so long as I can get an energy lead. I decide to stay soft into Poliwrath. They either switch out, or they stay in for Ferrothorn, and I can align how I want. I go for the Dynamic Punch. Wishcash is not the best answer, even against for Shadow Poliwrath, just because Mud Bombs are neutral, but they go for a Blizzard, and I'm just like... Honestly, it probably didn't really matter. Two Momoms would do about the same. Might as well just go for a fun move. I will shield this up. I was afraid a Momo would take me out, so props to my opponent for getting a shield on me. I do one bullet, not bullet punch, mud shots to their one bullet seed. I get a shield back. Hopefully I can get to another dynamic punch, and I get there at the last second. Let's go! And we get the second shield, so this is perfect. Now I can just come with the Scav, and they come with a Swampert. See, alignment. They knew it was over. That's why they left. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. Ugh, gotta love it. Alrighty. Ooh, Whisper of Death. Oh, hello. Alrighty, next match. Ooh, fantastic lead. Shadow Poliwrath. And then Ready Shield. So I will swap into Poliwrath. Arguably, I mean, it really doesn't matter because I'd be shielding either way, even on Escav, because Focus Blast would just do so much damage. They let it go through some shield. I'm going to shield this, and I will try to farm down, but looking, if I remember correctly, I don't think I'd make it, but I will throw an Ice Punch to either force them to use a shield, or they go down. So if they do shield, I will gladly double shield and just commit to the farm down here. Obviously, they went for the first time. They went for a Focus Blast, so I'm not double debuff, so I like that. I think that was smart, because that way I don't get as much farm. I do go for double dynamic punch because I don't think my switch clock was up quite yet. If it was, I totally lost track. But it doesn't really matter. I will go for a second dynamic punch and knock out the Poliwrath, and it's a Ferrothorn, and they don't even know I have an Escav. But yeah, that game is over. Good game to my opponent. Very well played. Oh, and I didn't say, but we have 10 battles here with this team here. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content here. Jellicent, this is a huge problem for this team. Even if it was lucario, be a problem if you can't hit a Shadow Ball. So this team is a bit of a modified one from a team that I saw in a Jonkus video, excuse me. I'll leave a link down in the description below for that team. The team is essentially what you see here, but instead of Poliwrath, it is lucario. So that is the team here. I'm going to swap into Escav. It's a better response than Poliwrath, that's for sure. At least Drillrun can hit for neutral. I shield out the Shadow Ball. I'm just going to go for a Drillrun. As you see, I'm running Acid Spray here. Jonkus' team also uses Acid Spray. Megahorn is just next to useless from what I'm seeing here in the Fossil Cup. You can get to Acid Spray the same time as Drillrun, and you can get a shield. Little luck, but a little shield, and you got defense. And if you know you're going to lose this matchup anyway, you can just set up the next Mon for a big farm down. I will go for an Ice Punch here. They would have gotten to a Shadow Ball. So this is already an uphill battle for me. And what do they have in the back? It's a Ready Steal, and I think I recognize I don't have the energy, so that is a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Alright, next battle is Ready Steal, Terrible Lead. Swap into Escav. They come in with Swampert. Swampert will typically win this matchup because it just outpaces me. I do go for an Acid Spray to see if I can get a good farm with Pelipper here, because I know I'm going to lose this, and they shield. So this is the beauty of Acid Spray here. It's actually a decent move to have, just because you were so used to Drill Run partly, and also it's just like, you don't want to be low. Alright, Pelipper comes in. I'll take a Hydro Cannon, probably have to take two, even with the Acid Spray debuff. Yep. So I am putting all my faith in a double shielded Poliwrath here. And I choose to snipe down so I can get an energy lead, and it is a Pelipper. This game's already over. I do decide to play it out a little bit, but I needed like already 2 Ice Punches loaded before they even came in and to even have a chance of winning this game. So this is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Hopefully we can go positive in the first set. But dang, that was, yeah, Pelipper and Jellicent can actually be rough for this team. Like a Pelipper, I mean, a mirror is a mirror, so I mean, Pelipper, I have to have a line with the Pelipper. and then Jellicent is just troublesome if I can't land a Hurricane or 2 drill runs on it. So yeah, and this is game over, so I top left. Good game to my opponent, very well played. Right, Swampert, pretty positive lead overall. They go into their Mantine, and I was thinking it was a Pelipper, but like Mantine caught me off guard. Then it's a wing attack, and I stay in. So you know, this is the beauty of using mons you normally don't see. It can catch your opponent's off guard, and they will hesitate and not know what to do at all. And then I was trying to farm up, got a little greedy, admittedly. So what did they come in with? An Aerial. So thank God it wasn't Ice Beam. That might have just, if not, taken me out. I do come in with a Scavalier to do an aggressive farm down. And I get there, only 1 Bubble Beam was used, so that's good. They come with Wish Cast, which is smart. Wish Cast is much bulkier than Swampert. It can take 2 drill runs, especially debuffed, easily. But this game is actually pretty good for me, just because Poliwrath can, because Poliwrath outpaces Swampert to the the Earthquake, and then of course Wish Cast's Mud Bombs don't do that much. I do come in to go for Weather Ball. I overtap though, and Mud Bomb will take me out. I do go for the Weather Ball right away. They swap into Swampert, so I will swap into my Poliwrath, and thankfully, that's gonna be a good. This should be a good game, but let's just see. Do I decide to shield this up? I do shield it. What is it? It's a Hydro Cannon. Not good. Alright, I will go for an Ice Punch. Unfortunately, I got greedy again, and they go for a move. What do they go for? An Earthquake. Ouch, and that's a top left. So, yeah, me being greedy cost me the game there. I could have easily made that a lot closer, if not won that, had I not gotten so greedy. So, that was a 2-3 set. Hopefully, we can at least go 3-2 in this next set here to at least make it an evens amount. Alright, Jellicent, again, huge problem for this team. But let's just see. Alrighty then, I'm going to shield the If they usually go for Shadow Ball. And I will go for Hurricane. I pray they don't shield. I pray. And they shield. And I'm just like, fudge. But it's no surprise, especially with me shielding. So you just got to trust your gut. All right, come with the Scav because I don't want them farming me down. But this is already looking bad because there are still other counters to Poliwrath besides Jellicent. I will go for a Drill Run. I won't make it to another one. So, yeah, this is already looking like a GG's. And I haven't even seen their backline yet. Just because unless I can, even if with the sack swap. Oh, look, I brought in Pelipper. So it's a Registeel. So, even shields. This is still pretty good for Registeel. And plus, they got an energy lead. So this is already not good whatsoever. I do have to double up, so that's why I just don't throw. I'm just like, let me just get what I can, because they'll shield the first one most likely anyway. So I'm at the back-to-back Dynamic Punch. I get the first shield. I'm going to farm up a little bit more and then go for another one before they get another Zap Cannon off. I just pray I can farm down if I need to. I'm able to knock it out. Oh, and thank God I farmed up as much as I did because I'm able to outpace Lucario to the Shadow Ball, and that's going to be a good game. Bang! Let's go. Whoo! So see, I did, Oh, this is a classic example of how energy management is just key sometimes. Alrighty, so hopping into the next one. Pelipper versus Ferrothorn. So, I do like to swap into Poliwrath, see if they want to stay, or swap. I will shield out the first one. Sometimes they lag by like a turn, but the game works as intended. They should get to the first power-up before my first Dynamic Punch, since I'm the one swapping in, and that takes a turn. They shield the Ice Punch. They fell for the bait. This is great. Now going for the Dynamic Punch, and they shield it again. So that's okay. I should be able to get to the next Dynamic Punch before the third Power Whip. I do decide to go for it right away. I wasn't too sure. Maybe I could have gotten one more Mud Shot in. Don't know. But bang, let's go. We take out the Ferrothorn. And then next is an Scavalier. And I think they realize it's over. And that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Don't know what they had in the back, but I guess it must have been weak. To Poliwrath or Pelipper. Alrighty then. Hopping into the next match. Ferrothorn again. So we're going to do the same thing. Swapping to Poliwrath. And I think they had only maybe a little lag. Not so sure. Again, I wasn't too sure that I could win CMP tie, so I shield. Right, go for a Dynamic Punch this time. They do shield. And I will farm up. I will shield again. I should be able to get to 2 Dynamic Punches, so it'll be extremely close. And then I forget what they swap into. All right. Oh, it's an Scavalier, so we'll go for this Ice Punch right away because the counters will add up, especially on a Shadow Mon in general. And then I do get to the Ice Punch. It will likely bring back in Ferrothorn and take me out. I will not get to a Dynamic Punch, but I do have the Switch Clog up, so I am going to swap into my Scavalier. They were likely going for Thunder, which won't take me out, but it's a solid amount of damage. And then I will go for a Drill Run. I was afraid they'd get to another move, as Power Whip would just get me dangerously low in the red. And then it's a Lucario. And already then... Oh, yeah, this one, I think. Yeah, is this the one? Yeah, should have gone for the Dynamic Punch. Oh, wait, they had the shield. So I had... Yeah, Ice Punch was the play. Unfortunately, they will get to a Shadow Ball. I have to hope they go for the Shadow Ball first. But they were smart. They went for Pup. They knew they needed 2 moves either way, and the smart play is definitely Pup Shadow Ball. So, good game to my opponent. Very well played. I was hoping I could survive, but yeah, that was not to be the case. So, good game to my opponent. Very well played. So, yeah, when you know you need 2 moves, sometimes it's better to go for the weak, ineffective move first that increases your attack, and then go for the big nuke. So, swapping into Poliwrath. I will definitely get this first Dynamic Punch off, but they swap beautifully into Jellicent, which, as you know, is a big problem for this team. Ugh. So, yeah, that's a pain in the butt. So this is already going to be an uphill battle because I wasted a Dynamic Punch. Nice Punch isn't that much better, but it's less energy, and I have to spam as much as possible. I will let it go through. They will then farm me down easily, which is not great either. So, yeah. Unfortunately, just missed that last one. What would have been the last one there. Alright, Pelipper comes in. I will tank the Shadow Ball. And I just have to hope Scavalier with Pelipper in the back to get rid of the debuff, because I will swap out eventually, but I don't farm down in time, so I have to let this go. So, this is already looking like a good game, just because they will go for Zap Cannons and debuff me, and it probably doesn't matter what they have in the back, because I will be too weak in attack. I go for an Acid Spray, hoping they shield, so I can be on more even footing. They don't, and I top left after that. So, that is a good game to my opponent. Very well played. So, yeah. Excuse me. Hopping into the next one. I think this is the final battle in the 2 sets. Pelipper again, going into a Scavalier. At least I have an energy lead. Question is, do I bait-ish? Bait-ish meaning go for Acid Spray or go for Drill Run? I go for Drill Run, they shield, and I decide to shield in kind. This is the coin flip, and it's an Acid Spray, and I'm just like, no! I do go for Acid Spray, because likely they will either... I'm thinking they'll shield, and they do, so I will come in with Pelipper easily and farm down. I will take whatever they throw. It is either going to be Acid Spray or Mega Horn, but it's Acid Spray, so they likely don't have Mega Horn. And then they come with Jellicent, so this is a mistake. They definitely should have waited. Should not have swapped out, I think. But they go for a Bubble Beam and they bait me, so not so much a mistake anymore, honestly. I go for a Hurricane. I have to save the shield for a Poliwrath, and I just have to hope to God that the opponent might make a mistake somewhere down the line if I'm going to win this matchup. So, Poliwrath is my only hope. Oh, and I don't even have a shield, so yeah, that's fine. I kind of forgot. I did it on the Bubble Beam, so... And they go for Bubble Beam. This was another mistake. This was what I was hoping for. I go for an Ice Punch, and then I do a slight, big undercharge, so nice to farm more, because I need 2 Dynamic Punches to take out the Registeel. And I'm going to farm up as much as I dare. Okay, going for the first Dynamic Punch. I have to farm up even some more. I have to get to an Ice Punch on this Jelly. I go for 2 more Mud Shots. I get there. This should be taking out the Registeel. Bang, let's go. And then do I get to the Ice Punch in time? I do. Let's go. So definitely the opponent should have gone for a Shadow Ball if able to. I wasn't totally keeping track of energy, but Bubble Beam was definitely not the play, as it would have taken 2 Dynamic Punches anyway, so nothing really changed for me in that respect. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. So that was a 5-5 run. Yeah, I have one more video coming up for the day, so you'll see what it is later today. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and have a good one.